everyone, I wasn't planning on doing a vlog right now, but I feel like I should keep you guys updated. So as you see, we are in my office slash craft room. Actually, it was my first project before this pop-up, but you know, I get sidetracked and I just want to get everything done all at once. So my craft room is still a work in progress, but I am sewing the first curtain. So I either might do 1 or 2 tonight, I don't know, depending on if the first one turns out good. So I would definitely get smaller packages of drop cloth. They had, forget the measurings or sizings, but there was a lot of options. So I would definitely go with the smaller one and just get more. So it was $33 for 1 drop cloth, and that was 12 by 15 feet. Okay, so it's pretty ginormous, but at least I know I'll get all my curtains I need out of it. I already got the first one cut out. So this is the template I'm using. I literally just cut the little like glider curtain hook things. So I cut it off the railing, and this is one of the curtains, and I marked I need 6 of those, and then that's a bigger one. That's for the privacy curtains for the beds. So I used that as a template and I cut it out. Okay, so also I washed it before. I washed it because I think they shrunk, I'm not really sure. It says that they could shrink. So you just want to make sure you wash it before you start sewing. So yeah, honestly, everything with sewing, you always want to wash everything before you start sewing, because a lot of things shrink, and I am a sucker. I'm not patient enough for that, so I never wash anything before I sew it, but I wanted to do this the right way, so I washed it, and I don't know if it shrunk, maybe. So this is the seam the drop cloth actually came with. I'm going to try to match it, obviously, so it all looks the same. So for the first fold, you just iron it down. So obviously cut your curtain, use a previous one as a template, or measure the space and make your own template. I mean, curtains are pretty easy because you just measure. And so then you lay it out on your ironing table, and this is like a pro sewing tip that I like personally with seams. So you iron the first one, and then what you're gonna do is fold it and then iron that. Okay, so you're gonna fold it 2 times and then iron it down, and it gives you this nice seam that you just have to do 1 single stitch. Okay, so I will show you the finishing product. I'm gonna iron that second fold right now. So remember, just fold it like that, iron it, and then fold it again, and then iron over that, and then we'll sew the seam, okay? I do have to say this drop cloth irons very nicely. I've worked with a lot of fabrics that do not fold and stay very well. So I really like how this crease came out. This is always like a problem, but it stays down once you sew it down. It's just super thick right there. It's like 6 layers or so. Okay, so we made it over to my sewing machine. I used the Baby Lock Lyric. I'm very pleased with it. It is expensive, but I like to invest in what I love to do most, and I use this all the time, and it is so much nicer than my old one. All these digital things it's really nice, and then it has all of these stitches. So I just threaded it with white thread, of course my bobbin, and I have denim thread there from Thrifting Shorts. So we're gonna get started. Yeah, I just did white thread because I tried to color match what was already here, which I can't find, but it's pretty much just white. Also, a little side note, I did see online to make curtains, there's like fuse tape that you just use with your iron, and you don't need to know how to sew or have a sewing machine. So I personally why would I? Because I know how to sew and I like sewing, and it's just easier for me than learning something new. But there is this fusible tape that you just put under the seam and you iron it. Here we go. So always start off when you're sewing super slow, just to make sure your sewing machine can handle it. and then you can kind of pick up the speed. And I have a really heavy foot, and I like the setting of my sewing machine because you can go slower to super fast, and you can be like pedal to the metal and it just still be going super slow or whatever. So I like having that adjustment. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this the whole way. Here's the seam. It's not that beautiful just because it blends in and it's gonna be hanging and no one's really gonna be inspecting the seams. So yeah, there's the first one, and it looks all nice back there, and my kitty cat. And just gotta do 2 more. Okay, so the first curtain is all sewed up. I need to trim that, but all 4 sides are trimmed up, and I honestly love how it turned out. Like, it's kind of hard to see when it's just one big piece of cloth, but I really, really love it. So what I'm gonna do is find out what side is the top. So I'm pretty sure that's the side, yep, that's the side for the top, and then I'm gonna see which seam I would like to use for the top. I'll probably use that one because it's a little more cattywampus. So I got these clips. They slide super nice, which was my biggest concern, so I'm really excited about them. And my other curtains had 14 little clips on each curtain, but I'm gonna try to cut it in half and do like 7 per curtain because they were really expensive. So my plan of attack with this is the curtain that I'm using, and this is right side up, and then this is right side up and then fold it down. So that would be right side up, and then I'm gonna fold this down so I can see where the clips are placed, and I honestly will probably stagger them. So clip, 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 right? So I'll do clip, 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 and then these ones just fell off. I'll just have to kind of mark where they would go. And then I think I'm gonna go try to hang it and see if that will work out with them staggered and less little clips. So I'll keep you guys posted. So I kind of starred the ones that I need, and I'm kind of nervous about this one. So it ended up to being 5, not 14. So I need 5 for a curtain. Well, actually I need 10, but I'm cutting in half like I said. So I'm kind of nervous about this one. This one's the end one, so I'm not really sure what to do, because if it's even, then, you know. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that one. We'll see. So yeah, I'm just gonna start by pinning these little guys to the curtain. Okay, so I ended up staggering them from the stars just so I can have one on each side, so not one's like drooping, you know. And what I did, so to show you guys how these clips kind of work, they kind of have a rivet, and this slides. Okay, so this will slide into the railing, and so I just pinned them all down, and they have just elastic. So this is just elastic, so it gives it kind of that stretch, and I'm not really sure exactly where you're supposed to put them on, but I'm pretty sure this is just how you do it. So gonna sew these babies on and probably go put it on the railings to see if it fits. Okay, here is the first curtain. It looks horrible in this lighting in video because it's really dark in here. You know, I might want to pleat it up here, but I'm probably gonna get all of them done and then decide, because I know this window is a bit smaller than all of those, so I'm not really sure, but I love the look of it. And also, just a tip and trick, I think I might get like a battery powered steamer to keep in here, so when we're camping or whatever, because this material gets wrinkled super easy, and there's nothing worse than a wrinkled curtain. So, but I'm loving it. It's so pretty. I'll probably end the vlog there. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the curtains, the drop cloth curtains. Also, I wanted to add that I did the medium weight. So there's like light, medium, heavy weight for the drop cloth. I wasn't too worried about blackout curtains because, I mean, camping, I'm not here to sleep. So I got the medium weight. I got the bigger one, but I would get the smaller, easier to work with. And that's about it. So I will talk to you guys later.